it's JD. I'm out here, our dad's garage. It's January 1st, it's New Year's Day. It's a beautiful day in Franklin, Tennessee. It's gonna be about 70 today. The rain's finally stopped, and I'm out here. We're getting set up to show you a couple of little videos today. We're gonna take the doors off, strip this car down just a little bit to get some more of the parts inside the garage to start working on them. First thing we're gonna start working on here is gonna be getting these bolts out to get the doors out. We've got to take a little panel off right here first. All right, we're going to start with this little panel here that you've got to get off in order to get to your bolts. These are short little Phillips head screws, and a lot of times, yep, I think it's going to be locked in there. Probably going to have to drill it out. Yep, they're all locked in. All three of them. Let's see if we can work our way around it. Maybe we can get in there anyway. Did two, there's actually three. A lot of times these are stripped. These seem to have still got a good thread on them. So that's interesting. Ta-da! To get the vent windows out, you got to take out these two Phillips head screws. And then there's also a bolt at the bottom of the track in the door, down here pretty low. And there's a nut that has to be taken off. This one's already been taken out, it looks like. But that holds the bottom of the window track in place. And you got to get that bolt out of there to release it from the window crank. And you get this is your window crank for your vent window. That's the little bolt we just took out. What I like to do, always put these original screws back in where they came from, and then you never wonder where these went to when you start putting them back together. You can clean that up later, but all your screws are already there. Now somebody had already taken out these top two, which go down in the top here. So we'll have to figure that out. I think the other two are still on the other side, but that's actually what bolts it into the top of the door. All right, then you've got this little wind jammer thing here, and it's got to pop out. And I think it's only got one screw and a little clip that holds it. But it's right here at the top. Once you've got your vent glass out, you're able to get to that little screw. And that should work its way out of there. A little clip right there is how it's holding it. Without doing any damage in the metal, as you can see, once you get it started out just a little bit, this is just going to pressure fit in there. You can't save this, you're going to have to redo it, but it is great to keep these in your pile of junk, because when you go back to put your windows in, these are perfect templates already built with the right curvature, the right ends, and the right lengths. And so when you order this, I order all this stuff from a company called steelrubber.com. And when you get these, you'll have a go-by for how to replace exactly that. So that's what we'll do now. Take it out as carefully as we can, but we can't save it. Okay, just in this top piece here to get this beauty ring off, these clips right here that you see, I don't know if you can see those, they are actually not accessible from the back side or the inside of the window. So you've got to get your screwdriver in close to those, and without bending this piece, you've got to get those clips out. And so the only way to do that is just kind of get in there, beat on it, and pry on it, and be very careful. So that's what I'll try to do now. The door trim on the side has screws on both ends and clips in the middle, and those screws are frequently rusted through, so you have to use the grinder to grind the face of those screws off or the heads off. And once you get them ground off, you'll see that that will release, and then you can focus on getting through the clips. Before you take anything apart, I like to just document how it went together originally. So this is just a little lever for the door lock mechanism. You'll see these two little tabs. I'm not going to take out all of this piece here. There's nothing wrong with that. It works just fine, but I've got to get this piece out and in storage. I don't want to lose it, but I want to document exactly how it fishes back in there. So before I take it out, and it just kind of works its way out of that little hole there, I wanted to look at that, get a good picture of it so that I can see exactly how that went back. And that'll go back in the box. Now to get the door handle off, you've got to come back to the inside here. And you've got to take a look right here. So I can show you that little tab. This is a piece of steel that slides into a slot in the door this way. And it grabs a hold of the back side of that door handle and it locks it in place. And these are always rusted out. So you've got to kind of look in through the top here, and you've got to find that piece of steel. I put a wooden dowel rod or something on it and start working it free, and this is a good time to use some of that super penetrant. Okay, so what I did was I took a long steel rod and I passed it right through there. And then I got against the back side of that plate, which pushed it out. So that tapped it out this way. You'll see when it comes out completely. If you start pulling on this tab, you're going to destroy it. You're never going to get it out. And then it releases and your handle will pop right out. Now, you should be able to come right here and just finish sliding this piece out. It'll be pretty rusty and nasty. But that's the piece right there. You get those on chevsoftheforties.com. Just get a new one. Clean all that up. Okay, that's pretty much got everything now except for this piece of trim here. You want to keep that so you can kind of see how the end pieces are bent to tuck that up for finish. I hang on to this stuff. But there's little staples down inside here. You can't see it, that are actually steel staples that will go back inside this piece here screwed in, so you're just going to have to take that out. Sometimes you've got to use a grinder. I think I can show you right here. Let's see if I can get a screwdriver on it. back in behind there, get them a little twist.
Now all we've got to do is repeat all those steps for the passenger door.
Alright, so I got both the doors down and stripped off. I got that one hung up out of the way that way. I've got some more hooks I've got here in the ceiling. I'm going to put them up. You got to get these guys out of your way, and just thought I'd show you this. So, you know, if you're working by yourself, a lot of times you've just got to take advantage of anything you've got. So a good engine hoist is a great way to pick a door up. That thing's probably 110 pounds or something like that, and just dead weight. You can't lift that. You can't. If you're 50 years old like me, you can't pick that thing up by yourself. But you know, you're going to need some things like an engine hoist. Those are great to have around.
Just a few more things to clean up outside, getting these door strikes off and the passenger side. And these are the mounting tabs for the toe kick panels in the passenger and driver's seat. And the screws were totally rusted in, and I had to grind the heads off and work on them quite a bit without destroying them to get those to come out.